Hello, Scorpio. Welcome. This is a general reading for someone out there who's a Scorpio or who has it somewhere in their chart. This is a message for all of you Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs for this week. Clinging to the past. I just felt really compelled to do a few readings for a few signs. Scorpio, you were one of them, and I feel like there's a message that needs to be heard for you. So we begin with this card of the past. I mean, there's something that happened in the past. I feel like maybe words were said or something was said between you and someone else. And yeah, I feel like it's almost like it's time to deal with it. It's time to face it. It's time to really deal with it is what's happening. So you can't, I feel like you can't avoid it. I mean, there's like, it's like you knew that this was coming. You knew that you were going to have to, at some point, have to really deal with what recently has happened in the past or something that you did in the past. See, there's something that was said, and you might have said it to somebody, an older person. I always feel like it's somebody who, I don't know, maybe you let them go. I just feel like there was something was said between you and someone else, maybe at a gathering or I don't know, but you two have not been on the same page for a while. So now you're at a point where it's like full circle. You know, and I think this has been a long time coming so that it could finally be actually dealt with and let go. So I think some of you are there. I think somebody was acting very childish in all of this, but somebody's guilty. Somebody's feeling really guilty about what happened. You know, this is somebody definitely from your past. This is somebody who you have a very intense connection with. You know, but you guys have not talked to each other. I see that, you know, with these two lizards. They both look in different ways. And it's like everybody was avoiding each other. But you reached a point where, you know, that it's over. It's like you guys did not compromise. Maybe you didn't see eye to eye. There was a lot of fighting going on. I mean, it wasn't, you guys just were not playing fair at all. And I also feel like with this moment-to-moment card, I mean, because this person is hopping from one rock to the other. That's how you were always walking around with this person. Always trying to, like, not get them all rattled and pissed off, because I feel like they knew how to, they could really ruin a party. Put it that way. You just didn't want to piss them off because it was exhausting. It's like, oh, here we go again. Now I'm going to piss them off. And all you want to do is just get everybody working together. So I'm feeling like some of you found that the best way to handle the energies of this person was to just walk away. Just so that you could feel good again. I think some of you, that's what you're doing, because this was tiring dealing with this person. And I feel like they're from your past. So here's the thing, Scorpio. You can't feel bad about moving on if it was good for you. And, you know, I feel like this person doesn't want you to have success. You know, so then you feel bad when you start to have success. You know, but here, this card, it's about moving on. I mean, you have your own dreams. And I feel like you've been dealing with this heaviness, this energy of someone that you've been wanting to let go, who's been left you very unstable and in a lot of ways trapped. So you can't let them slow you down. You just can't. And I think there's somebody in your circle. I'm gonna guess it's this person over here. Um, they want a second chance with you. They don't want you to move on. They're gonna try to make you feel guilty. But if you stay, what that's gonna feel like. So I'm really feeling like you've got to trust your inner being, your inner light, your guidance, because you've been feeling really weighted down. And I think you're right there. You're at the point of really manifesting your dream. For some of you, you may have already met someone. So you can't let this person make you feel guilty because you want to break free and walk away. And there's the clinging to the past. It's like you can't hang on to this past if it doesn't work for you. Especially when if you follow your own light, you're going to feel everything. You're going to feel full. You're going to feel renewed. And I pick up that this person, they're going to try to really question, a lot of what you do. But this has got to change. This whole scenario's got to change. So you've got to stay really centered and focused so that you can break free away from a situation. I mean, really let it go. I mean, you hanging on to what no longer is good for you, that's got to go. That's keeping you from your life, really. It's like you're so mixed. But you fight with your it's like you want to make a dash to your freedom so badly, and yet you can't. You fight with this. It's like you want to make a new move, but you're afraid to make a new move, and you're afraid to close this door once and for all. It's like, why are you hanging on to this past if it just keeps you in the dark and makes you feel really heavy and isolated? I feel like divine intervention steps in here. Something does, because there's a major shift, a major change coming, and it's here to help lift you up. It's a growth spurt. It could be a friend. You might have a friend of yours, just out of nowhere, just say, hey, snap you out of it, and say, you've got to make some moves and get away from this person. And I'll be honest with you, Scorpio, this is the third time I've done your reading, and I've used several decks before I decided on the Osho. And this came out in the very first reading, was about you needing to break away from the past, and really putting an end to a cycle with someone, in order for you to feel like you belong again, because there's a timing thing. I feel like this person, they're so good at making you feel guilty, that it's been holding you back. And like I said, maybe somebody had said something. I mean, somebody's very good with words, and that's what's making it very difficult. Like they know how to get into your head, or you know how to get into their head. It's a very manipulative, kind of ugly energy. And I think you know that, and so you know that the fight is gone. So I think you can't be afraid to take risks. And the time has come. I mean, how long? You can't keep fighting the shift that you have to change. There's this fire or water type of energy that I'm picking up, where there's a part of you, it's like you are growing in you. I mean, you're flowering. You're coming into your own, and you have to put a dark past away if you are really at a point of like rebirth and renewal. So you've got to let go of the control, and you've got to go with a clear conscience. So if there is something, okay, this is the other thing I'm picking up. If there is something that you are doing that is really not on the up and up as you try to make some changes, be very wary, because I don't think you'll get away with it. So you've got to move in a good way. And you're so impatient. See, this is where I think you need to be very careful, because if you need to make some real changes away from something that is a really difficult ending just because of the past, you know, like maybe somebody has something on you that would be such a dark secret that would come out about you, and you can't take a chance that they would, you know, expose that. Let them expose it. It'll free you in the end. You know, just saying. Now, that's not for everyone. I'm just saying that, you know, don't let whatever it is that they've got hold up, that they want to hold over your head, keep you from your future. You got to move on. And it's like, time's up. It's now. You've got to do this now. So I feel like this could be a really big weekend or a big week for you. But it's the final piece that you need to really feel whole again. And I am sensing that you have a friend that's going to help you through all of this. All right, what else do we have for Scorpio? So for now, stay quiet. You know, as I see most Scorpios do. I think, you know, be truly who you are. You know that, you know, something has to change, and it's now that things have to change. You know, so as you make your moves, stay very quiet as you do this. Some of you, I keep feeling like some of you are going to leave in the middle of the night. Like you're going to steal away. Because there's somebody you want to get away from. Yet I don't see who it is you are trying to get away from. You can't run from yourself. Yeah, things are about to turn in your favor. The guilt. Let go of the guilt. I can't help but think that, you know, the number 8, you only have 2 8s here. You have it in traveling, which is movement, and this letting go. So I feel like some of you may actually, the way that this is going to change is somebody actually picking up and really moving away. That's not for all of you. Anything else for Scorpios before we end this reading? Yeah, this renewal, this rebirth. You no longer can keep going the way you are. So I feel like time is up. And it's time to start making these moves that either you've been resisting to make. And look, when you go to do this, you know, just take everything step by step. As long as you continue to be in motion and you don't stop, you'll be okay. And I feel like you know that this will be, you know, this is on you. This is your journey, no one else's. And I feel like that's why you know that you need to make this change. But somebody's holding something, trying to keep you feeling guilty. Don't feel guilty. Especially if it's because that, I feel like it's if you hang into like the guilt of something from the past, that's going to keep you from your success. That's not what we want. You know, we want you to keep moving. Stay in motion. And I think that's what these 8s are about. Stay focused on the journey and letting go of the past. All right? So, with that, I'm going to end this reading. So, I will see you at the next one, Scorpio. I hope this made sense to someone out there. You know, you've got to trust this process. So, be open to this change. Because this is big. Because this is not just a shift, like a transformative change. This is like a major, big move. Because once you let go of this past, everything will be different. Because your ultimate goal is to feel good, to have it all. And why shouldn't you? Don't let somebody keep you from your success. All right, Scorpio, that's what I've got for you. I hope this resonated. If it did, great. If it didn't, check your other signs and see if there's a message buried in there for you. All right, blessed be, Scorpio. Bye now.